Hey guys, I got a whole new buyer's guide for you, and as usual, we'll be going over every figure that Hasbro's released since about 2014 or so. We'll be looking at the packaging, the differences between each one, and then after that, we'll be looking at the price that you'll be able to find these for on eBay as of this recording. So stick around and we're gonna get right into it.
Alrighty, so we have a lot of Spider-Man to go around, but we're actually going to start with Peter Parker. So Retro Peter Parker came out several years ago, and he has a civilian body, he's got the shoes. One of the coolest parts is this really nice head that he comes with. Very classic, split spider head, to indicate that, he's detecting something with the spider sense. He comes with this alternate head that has him wearing glasses, although the glasses do look a little bit goofy since it's just kind of like, they look more like goggles. I wish they would have come with just kind of normal looking glasses. They've done that before with other figures, but this is what we get. And then otherwise, we also get a little camera. And so Retro Peter Parker you'll find on eBay for about $40+. The one that really is going to kick us off is Pizza Spider-Man. So this is the first Spider-Man that Hasbro put out with the newer body mold. This is affectionately called Pizza Spider-Man by many people. And this one is called Pizza Spider-Man because he does in fact come with a slice of pizza. So the pizza slice is actually designed to fit in the open crawling hand. You can actually see that the melting cheese is meant to go around the fingers. Otherwise, he has the crawling hands, and he's got the web hands, and then he's got fists. So those are really all the hands that you would want in a spider character. Additionally, he comes with this nice partially unmasked head so he can eat that pizza. And this Spider-Man you'll still find on eBay that goes for $50+. So next up is Retro Spider-Man. So this is one of the original retro figures that came out before they really even called them the retro figures. As you can see, he is using the same exact Pizza Spider-Man body mold, with the main difference being the different color scheme. So the Retro Spider-Man only comes with the alternate head and the slice of pizza as well. Otherwise, no other alternate hands or anything like that. He just has the one web hand and the one crawling hand. And so Retro Spider-Man can be found on eBay for $35. And that's probably because he just doesn't come with nearly as many accessories.
Next up, there is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Spider-Man that came part of a set referred to as the Raft. And so this had several other characters, but the Spider-Man in this set is using the same body as Pizza Spider-Man. It doesn't come with any accessories. It just has the one left fist and the one right web hand. And you'll be able to find this on eBay for anywhere between $60 and $100.
Next, we have Ultimate Spider-Man. So Ultimate Spider-Man is Peter Parker from a whole different universe. This Spider-Man is supposed to be a teenager, and thus he does have a smaller body, as you can see right here. So the rest of these Spider-Man are all adults, and then we have our teenage body Spider-Man. So as far as accessories go, he's got the fists already on, he's got the web hands, and he's got the crawling hands. On top of that, he's got this nice, unique civilian head, which I have not seen on any other character. This Spider-Man was part of the Space Venom wave, and you'll find him on eBay for about $60 to $70. They did a second release of this Spider-Man, and it's part of the Vulture 2 pack. That one only comes with with another set of hands, no civilian head. I'll show you a picture of it on screen. And that one has a slightly different color scheme. The colors are a little bit lighter than that one. And that one you'll find on eBay for about $45. And a lot of times you'll even be able to find that price with Vulture as well. So I would say just go ahead and get it with the Vulture if you don't already have him. Next up, we have a Spider-Man that originally came to us as a Toys R Us exclusive, along with Mary Jane in a 2-pack. You can see it's using the same exact body mold as Pizza Spider-Man. As far as his accessories go, he does have the crawling hands, the web hands, and fists. And he comes with this civilian Peter Parker adult head, which is the first time that we get this head. And it looks super good. So if you're not familiar, this version of the costume is supposed to be kind of an armor. It was pretty neat. I really like it just because of how different but still similar to his original costume is. The reason why this is colored the way it is because it's supposed to actually be glowing.
This one you'll find on eBay for about $50+.
So this is the House of M Spider-Man. The biggest difference that looks different from the others is the fact that the webbing doesn't go down to the wrists and the hands. This was part of the Spider Wave, and he only came with this web line, which I believe he was actually the first Marvel Legends Spider-Man to come with this web line. It's still using the Pizza Spidey body, so really nothing new there. And otherwise, you'll find him on eBay for about 30 bucks. This is our Gamerverse Spider-Man. So this is from the video game on the PS4. The costume is fairly accurate to what you see in the video game. As far as accessories, he only comes with the web hands and the fists. And then he actually comes with 2 web lines, even though he can't really grip any of them. But that's what you get. And there is a newer version coming out sometime this year. I do have a video discussing its price point, which I will link here. And this one was a pretty cool one with its release just because of how different the head is. With most of the other releases that I've gone over so far, it's got a pretty skinny head, but I like this head a lot just because it's kind of bigger and a more muscular kind of look. And even the body looks more muscular than the typical Pizza Spidey body. And you'll see as we go on that we get more of this muscular look moving forward and moving away from the kind of really agile look of Spider-Man. And this one you'll find for $60 complete on eBay. And then we have the official retro version of Spider-Man. So this one was a fairly unique and new body for Spider-Man. You can see that he doesn't have the regular kind of ab crunch the way the others do, because the ab crunch kind of comes under as opposed to going over. The other cool thing about this is the hips are different, because now you can see that the hips go up and down, which allow for more posability. Retro Spider-Man only came with an alt head that has slightly bigger eyes. I don't know how well that comes up for you. And then he has the 2 fists and the 2 web hands. So unfortunately, another Spider-Man without crawling hands. And Retro Spider-Man you'll find for $50 on eBay, which is nice because before we got the releases that we got in 2022, this one was starting to get pretty expensive. So 50 bucks is pretty solid for this one if you're looking for them. Now moving on to a lot of releases that we got for Spider-Man in 2022. So first we're going to look at Japanese Spider-Man. He is not Peter Parker, he is a different person entirely. If you're not familiar, in the 70s, Japan got an officially licensed Spider-Man TV show made. Thanks to this Spider-Man, Power Rangers has the giant robots. He's kind of cool because he's got the neat transforming wrist thing, which you can see even says Spider-Man on there. I think that's a really, really nice detail because they could have left that off and I think most people wouldn't have cared, but they went as far as to even print that on there and make it legible. So I'm really happy about that. Otherwise, this is a really unique body compared to the rest of the Spider-Man on this list. He's not nearly as flexible as many of them. He doesn't even have the hip drop that the Retro does. None of the rest of them have a hand like this. I'm not even sure how to describe what this one would even be. It's kind of an open hand, almost like he's trying to give a handshake. And even his red, it's almost orange more than it's red. As far as accessories, he has the hands that you saw. He has a pair of fists. He doesn't have any crawling hands or any web hands. He does get a web line. And he gets 2 new web accessories we had not seen up until now. And so it's kind of these, what I like to call web splats. So they don't really do anything. You can kind of place them and it would be like, you know, Spider-Man shoots his web and misses and it hits the wall or ground or whatever. So Japanese Spider-Man you can find for retail still. So please don't pay more than retail for Japanese Spider-Man. Now we're going to look at Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man. So Spider-Man debuted in Amazing Fantasy 15, and this is his original costume design. So while to many people it looked blue, that had more to do with the way that printers were at the time and how artists were trying to depict darker colors. They were trying to use blue to indicate black. And so this is in essence the original Spider-Man design. You can see that we're using the same head from Gamerverse Spider-Man. Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man also comes with these underarm webs, which are super neat and don't exist on any other Spider-Man Marvel Legends figure. It also comes with a web line. As far as hands, we get the crawling hands, we get the web hands. He already has fists, but more importantly, he comes with brand new hands that have not existed for any Spider-Man figure before. These are intended to grip the web lines that come with him. And hopefully they keep making these for more Spider-Man figures in the future. But so far, he is the only one that comes with these. And Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man can still be found for retail on Hasbro. Otherwise, you can pre-order him on Entertainment Earth. This is Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. So this Spider-Man comes from an alternate universe where Mary Jane also has spider powers. They have a teenage daughter that also has spider powers, and it's a whole thing. Design-wise, this is the first Spider-Man that we have in this line that has a articulated toe. And I think a lot of fans were really excited about that. We also have the hip drop for additional posability. And otherwise, it's just a solid Spider-Man figure. So also a slightly different head. So bigger than our regular Pizza Spider-Man body head and different from our Gamerverse and Amazing Fantasy head. This is its own whole thing. And what's cool about this one too is the neck. So it's designed in a way to allow him to try to look as high up as possible. As far as hands, we do get the 2 fists, we get the 2 web hands, and the 2 crawling hands. So a full set of hands for Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. Additionally, he does come with a civilian head. And to show you a comparison to the previous head that we got, they are basically the same with a different paint job. So Renew Your Vows Spider-Man can actually still be found for retail, or otherwise if you don't want to get him in the 2-pack with Spinneret, then you should be able to find him for about $40 solo on eBay. Next up, we have the Amazing Friends Spider-Man. So this is part of a 3-pack that comes with Firestar and Iceman. And he is effectively the same figure as our Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man, with the difference being the arms, which I think most people won't even find that noticeable. As far as accessories, we have web hands, crawling hands, and then he comes with the fists already. You can get the Amazing Friends Spider-Man for retail still through Hasbro. Otherwise, if you want to get just Spider-Man by himself, it'll cost you about $60+ on eBay. And now for the latest release, we have cel-shaded animated Spider-Man. So this one is a Walmart exclusive, and this one is still kind of hard to find. This one is supposed to have cel shading on it, but I have a whole video where I show you how to remove it, and I'll link that up over here. Otherwise, I'll post up pictures of how it's supposed to look right next to him, so you can see how the actual cel shading looks. A lot of people are after this Spider-Man in particular because they do like the lighter blue of this one compared to most of the others. As far as accessories, he does come with the full set of crawling hands, web hands, and fists. He also comes with the same web splats that Japanese Spider-Man came with. Cel-shaded Spider-Man can be found on eBay for about $50+. So here are your Spider-Men. Let me know which ones you're going to get in the comments. If you found this video helpful, then please share this with the Spider-Man fan in your life. And otherwise, if you're looking for some villains, I've got a video for you over here.